Happy April 26th, everybody, from Phelps Farms, doing a pepper update here. Um, just going to kind of show you what we got going on in the different stages and kind of track that all year as we move closer to picking some of these. So, we love our garlic here, but another thing we love is hot peppers. So, I wanted to start here with our jalapenos. Now these have been growing inside, a little bit under a grow light, a little in the window, and these were started from seed weeks ago. And then once they got too big for the seed starters, then I put them in these cups, and they work great. You can see some of them are doing a little better than others, but they're all doing really well. So what I wanted to do today, this is really their first hardening. When you get them outside, it's a gorgeous day. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I figured today would be a great day to get these guys out there and expose to some wind. They need that to help, really trigger them to build a strong stem. And you can see I've even staked a few off here. I wanted to show that also. Me and my daughter sat there and we made these. These are so easy, and you can make them out of anything. Chopsticks. I found these wooden skewers. My wife probably bought them for a recipe or something, but I stole them. Takes 2 seconds. You drill a tiny little hole and you stick some wire through, and we made a whole bunch of them. And basically, you kind of make a little curl out of them. I can do it with one hand. You stick it down, and then wherever you want it, you kind of just curl it around, and then it doesn't have to be let me see where it is. This camera. There. It doesn't have to be too tight, just a little something to hold them up. These were kind of flopping over a little bit. It is a little windy today, so that's the last thing I need is them to be all bent over at the end of the day. But some of these shorter ones, they catch less wind, so they might be okay. But once they get these big old leaves on them, man, they want to take off. So get them staked, until they get a good stem on them. And actually, something else I'm going to show is that I want to get actually the biggest two into grow bags today. At least the biggest two, maybe the biggest three. I wanted to take the strongest out of each batch. I'm going to do 2 of these and then 2 of each of the other ones I'll show, and do them in grow bags and kind of see. The rest of them are going to go in the ground. Kind of see yield wise how the grow bag stands up. They're going to get the same fertilizer basically, and it's the same topsoil that I've been spreading in the garden. I mean, this is more of a potting mix, more of a perlite. But so all that'll be the same, but just kind of see what different results with those grow bags. So a lot of people love them, a lot of people hate them. What I can do with the grow bags though is get these planted deeper now so they're not getting root bound. And I doubt we're going to get another frost, but if we do, I can bring them in also. So beautiful jalapenos. Look, most of them are getting double tops on their own. I didn't do any topping on these. Yeah, I want to see, there's the wind. A few I want to get stakes in, but those stakes do the trick. But you can see they're developing those double tops. Some people actually snip the tops off, do some pruning. And I may do some pruning later on, but I want to see how they grow on their own for now. But that's it. I'll be back here when I get them ready to put them in the bags. Getting assaulted by bees now. But these are for someone who might like it a little spicier, these are the habaneros we're doing. Beautiful bright green. And I put the jalapenos down here. You can see they're a gorgeous dark green too. But then on the habaneros, it's definitely a shinier green, brighter green. These two over here are the largest of my pepperoncini plants. I'm doing golden and Italian pepperoncinis, and I've got a ton of those. We'll go see in a second that are in the grow room still, along with the wicked ghost peppers. We'll take a look at that, but those, I don't need to bring out quite yet. They're still pretty small, I figured. These are definitely looking a little sad. I actually just brought them out into the direct sun. They were under the awning for a little bit, so they were getting the wind and a little bit of the cold, but none of the sun, so they should brighten up. Same thing with these. But yeah, look at these gorgeous habanero peppers. Oh, we got a butterfly. Gotta love your pollinators. Yeah, all my dandelions, my creeping Charlie, my lavender nettle or purple nettles, I let it grow. I actually do need to do some mowing today, but I'm not. I don't worry about it. They're flowers. How can you hate on that, right? But there you go. Now I see some candidates for the bags, but I don't need to transplant these into the bags quite yet. I think the jalapenos could use it, just because they are getting so big. And it won't be long now until everything's in the ground anyway, either the ground or the bag. But so I'll do 2 of those, pick 2 of these. These are definitely my 2 pepperoncinis that are going in the grow bags. And let's take a quick look at the peppers, and I got some flowers in there now in the grow closet. And then we'll stick these jalapenos in some bags. Alright, here you can see a majority of the rest of my pepperoncini plants. And then in the back there, these are those are the wicked ghost pepper babies. And they look super cool too. The pepperoncini plants really don't look that cool. They just look like pepper plants. But the wicked ghost peppers definitely got a look to them. Real pretty. And then over here I have some nasturtiums, some forget-me-nots. I don't know how they're gonna do. That's 4 cups I got out of an entire pack of seeds I tried planting in the peat discs. And then the rest is some pepperoncini plants. There you go. That's what we got in here. So this is where the magic happens. I got a wheelbarrow here full of my latest project, which is potting soil. Well, basically what's in there now is what I throw in my garden. It is shitty old cheap garden soil. That's So I use a bag of that. There we go. Bag of that black cow manure. Actually, a half a bag for 2 cubic feet of garden soil. Then I'll add perlite. You know, you can amend it with whatever you really want or what you're going for. And then if I'm making like a potting soil, I can always mix in some Miracle Grow potting mix, or second up would be this Ocean Frog. I know it's upside down, but the real killer, oh no, the Happy Frog. The Ocean Forest is some real good stuff, depending on what I'm, you know, doing with it. Mix it all up in here, throw it in there, and that's what I'm about to do. And there you go. Now I went a little heavy on the perlite because this is going to be, again, a potting mix, so with your pots you usually want them to drain really well. But now that's a 5-gallon bucket. These are 5-gallon grow bags. We'll see, because that's not exactly full. We'll see if that's enough dirt. All right. It's a little later. Since the last cut, I had some stuff I had to go do, but I needed to get this video finished. Here are my 2 5-gallon grow bags with my 2 largest jalapeno pepper plants. I'm going to do 2 habaneros, 2 pepperoncinis, and 2 of my best ghost peppers in grow bags. The rest are going to go out in the dirt outside. The grow bags are going outside too, but I just kind of want to compare growing them in the grow bags versus in the soil. This is catnip. My daughter's catnip. There we go. Now if you want to see more on how we did this, how we transplant, make sure you stay tuned for another episode of Chi-Chi's Garden, which will be coming out soon, and we're going to show you exactly how we transplant these. But I'm going to take a quick cut and then we'll go outside and I'll show you where the rest of them are. Alright, here's my little greenhouse. See, I got most of my habaneros down there. Some seed trays down there. I won't tell you what's in there yet. That's another surprise for another day. But this little thing, man, does the trick. If I could put those other 2 out here for the night, I would, but I can't really cover them because I don't have anything big enough for those bags right now. But that's fine. So tomorrow, if it's nice, I'll come out and stick them all out in the sun somewhere in the grass. I'll throw it in there since we're standing right here. Here's the wheat. So here's grass, and that's the wheat. So big difference. It used to just look like grass. In fact, I got a bunch of grass growing in with it all, but that's fine. This wheat's going to choke it all out. And it's definitely starting to pop up. It's getting tall. Remember, I planted this last fall, so this has been out here all winter. And it's definitely popping up today because of the good sun we had. Here's some of my pea plants. They're still going strong, but I have not babied these at all. These have been outside probably the most out of anything. And I just got to the point where I couldn't really bring them back in because they, how am I going to get these under a grow light? So they're out here and they're either going to grow or they're not. We do have little pea blossoms going on, but I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. Yeah, that's a pea blossom. And I just really don't want the plant wasting any energy on fruit right now. If it's going to make it, it's going to make it. If not, like I said, whatever. Here's the real star of the show. Garlic. Coming in beautifully. Definitely has been kicking. I mean, look at these stalks. And I got my chives that I transplanted from my mother's house. Well, these should get thicker and thicker. Not really worried about that, but right here, I'll back up so you can see, but this square from the chives over to the garlic, there's like 70 onion, what do you call them? Onion sets. There's one poking up right there. Now that didn't poke up, that was actually sticking up out of it when I planted it, so I left it out. But they've only been down for like a day. Now you might say to yourself, that's not a whole lot of space for 70 onions, but what happens is, as they start to grow and get bigger, you just come out here and start eating them. And you take like every other one. So what that leaves is a lot more space for the ones that you leave in there to get bigger. And that's it. Thanks for stopping by, and I will keep you updated. Have a good one. Peace.